Welcome back to America's Retirement Headquarters, home of the Retirement Guys Formula, America's Medicare Associates with Nolan Baker, Scott Kerschner, and Troy Kerschner. 419-794-3030. That is the phone number. If you have questions about things we talked about today, want to reach out, find out more, or just want to sit down and speak with them, 419-794-3030, or go online, arhq.com. Let's talk sports for just a second. Don't worry, Scott, we're not going to talk about the Bengals at all here. But the concept of moving on, because it seems to be a very, very common theme in sports lately. Tiger Woods moving on from his deal with Nike. Patriots football coach Bill Belichick, he's moving on to another job. And Alabama coach Nick Saban, well, he is actually moving into retirement.
That's the problem. When you get my age, it's inevitable that it's coming at some point in time. This year, next year, the next year. And I didn't want to work on a year-to-year basis. I don't think that's fair to your staff. I don't think it's fair to the players. I think you need to make long-term commitments to people.
And especially with Saban, we've seen what that's done with a lot of the athletes and staff as far as entering the transfer portal, things like that. What if a financial advisor has decided to move on to a new firm? What kind of advice do you give to people when things like this happen?
Well, that's I'm going to take the lead on this here, and then I'll throw it to Nolan. But we were just talking in a previous segment about a lot of these topics are hitting home because next week I turn 62. How many more years am I going to actually work? So. I throw the security blanket to my clients and say, that's why we brought in Troy. We've got probably a good 8 to 10 years to mentor and get him up to speed where I'm at today. But, that's a big deal to a lot of people. And I've had several other advisors out there that have reached out because they're already into that point where they're 73 years old, they're still working, and they don't have a perpetuation agreement put in place. They've got no transfer of client information or anything to another advisor. What happens to that is in my business, those clients are orphaned back to the insurance carrier. So they've got no representation. They've got nobody reaching out to them, helping them. If they've got a problem, they don't have a Troy that they can reach out to and say, hey, something's wrong with my billing. I have a problem with my claim. My prescription's not covered. My doctor, retired and I need to find a new doctor. Can you help me? They don't have any of that. And that's why we've put this, brought Troy into the mix here and get him up to speed when it comes to insurance and AMA. But on a financial, what happens with a financial advisor that retires? What happens to the business, and are they orphaned?
Well, it could be retiring, or it could be simply a financial advisor is changing firms. This is another thing that we'll see oftentimes. So when we think about the term of changing firms, there are two different types of industries that we have for financial advisors today. I would refer to them as a captive company,
okay,
and then I would refer to them as an independent financial advisory firm. So as an example, we're an independent financial advisory firm. We don't sell any company-owned products, and we have the ability to really search the complete independent space to determine what we believe is best for our clients and provide advice, in that capacity. Where a captive firm, they might have more of an incentive, from upper management or the company to promote a certain type of product. And so again, I think the first thing that you want to do is, do some research on the new firm to determine, what that new firm looks like. You can do that research by looking online, like Google is a good start, reading the kind of the reviews that they have on Google. Most financial advisors, you can look them up on a broker check website. So broker check is the financial advisor site for people who are licensed with FINRA. What you want to do there is you want to check for maybe any new disclosures from the financial advisor. So again, why are they leaving from one company to another? Did they choose to leave? Maybe they did something that the other firm considered inappropriate or was just against their written policies and procedures. Maybe they were terminated. So you'll find that information on broker check. If they're registered with the Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC's advisor lookup allows you to look up and read the background information about the particular advisor, where you can get the ins and outs of what's happening. And then understand that your money, it's your money, and you have choices with your money. So you could stay where you're at in your terms of health insurance, you would refer to them as orphaned accounts. In financial services industry, we use the word house accounts.
Sure.
So a house account, the question, just like your health insurance, is who's going to watch over you?
Right.
Right. I look at all the changes that's happened in the healthcare industry in the last couple of years. It would be the same would be true in the financial services industry. A lot is changing, and if your account is just left out there, whether it's orphaned or it's a house account, there's not really a captain of your ship. You're out there kind of on your own, but that is certainly a choice that you have. If your advisor retires or if your advisor changes firms, you have the choice to move over to that new firm. So when you look at the new firm, what you're going to want to do is you'd have to complete a series of paperwork, ultimately to transfer your accounts from one firm to the other firm. And the third option is maybe you can find a financial advisor that's different. Maybe it's time that you're looking for another opinion. Maybe your advisor has been changing quite a bit and you're just not comfortable always hopping ship to new firms.
Sure.
And, that could be another reason why you'd want to maybe look at changing a firm when your financial advisor changes. So if you felt that you haven't found the love, haven't found the home, I just know, as you say, I'm in it to win it. I'm in it for life for my clients.
Absolutely.
I plan on being here for a long time. We've obviously got Troy. My son Andrew works here. We've got, multiple generations that we've thought about building this out with, again, sitting right here, over 60 years of experience that are helping navigate this type of landscape. And when you work with us, you work with our team. So our goal is to work with you and be the resource for your family throughout your entire retirement journey.
You can actually find out more about the team at the website, arhq.com, learn more about Nolan, Scott, the entire team at America's Retirement Headquarters. You can also schedule a time to speak with them right there. You can also give a call if you like, 419-794-3030.